Good morning, guys. Welcome to Lost Phoenix Gaming. Having a look at the championships of Forza Horizon this winter, and we've got Not Domesticated. You get yellow biker boots for this one, and it's S1 class in a Dodge. It's street racing, and you've got Bathgate, Broadway Crossfire, and Ashbrook Apex. And we've got this little bit of spiel from Kira, which, we've heard it all before. It's an S1 Dodge, and I'm going to go for the Viper ACR. I've had a play around with some tunes, and I've got the S1 Forzathon, which I used a few months ago for a Forzathon, and this is just awesome. This is really good, and this will definitely sort you out for this championship. I've got the share code up here if you haven't already got it. If you have, and you grabbed it when I was doing this for the Forzathon, fantastic. If you don't, here's a share code, chuck it on this car, and let's all go for a blast around some street scene events, shall we? We are at Bathgate. Let's have a look at some settings here. I'm going to knock off stability for this one and keep it on highly skilled, because highly skilled is what you need to get completion. And knocking off the stability definitely gives me a little bit more leeway when it comes to corners and a little bit more maneuverability. So round here, slowly does it. I'm still in 7th. It's just a case of getting past these guys, but there's a lot of corners on here, and you're being a dirty little so-and-so, aren't you? And you're trying to ram me. If I got past you, come around here, got another Viper here, and I do like the Vipers. The Dodge Vipers, yeah, Dodge cars, one of Detroit's finest, right? And I love the Dodge Vipers. I've absolutely loved them since I was a kid, and they're just like really cool cars, and I've actually got a couple of scale models of the Dodge Vipers actually, although my son did rip the mirrors off one of them unfortunately, but never mind. But into 4th place, XT red line mirror, hitting the brakes, a little bit of buffeting, give myself a little bit of leeway for that one, and I've managed to get myself into 2nd. And I was playing around with using the Dodge Demon for this, because that's a really nice car again, but that's on auction and it's actually pretty expensive. And I've got this Dodge Viper, which is one of my favourite cars of all time. I'm sorry, but it is. I love my BMWs, I love my Audis, I love my European cars, and when it comes to American muscle, I love the Vipers. They're absolutely awesome, and I thought, yeah, of course I got to go for this. This is actually really good. As you can tell, it's pretty cheap to pick up on the auto show, and it's handling lovely. This tune is actually making it really nice and giving me a nice, decent win for this one. So onto the snow a little bit. I can't remember if I've got snow tyres on this. I don't think I have, but you know what? You can't tell. You actually cannot tell. This is actually driving really well, and I'm really happy with this one. It's 90% now, and it is just a case of race to a finish line and just avoid a few cars that may be around, which is not too bad. And through the line, 1st place, job's a good one. Viper for the win, right? Yeah, the Dodge Viper 16, that's what it is. That's what I've gone for, because there's a couple of Dodges on here. This is not the SRT, this is just the normal. So, Broadway Crossfire. This is my 2nd event, keeping settings as they were. And off the line, go, 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 go. 7th place still. And this one does annoy me a little bit, because it's just so many corners. It's absolutely so many corners on this, and it's an absolute nightmare, because I'm not very good on corners. I'm an absolute monster on the straights, but when it comes to corners, that's definitely where I start making my silly mistakes. But 4th place, 12% the way through. Can't complain. It's doing all right. But like I said before, this car is really nice. I actually really like this car. I like this tune. It is working pretty well, and I'm pretty glad I didn't use the Demon in a way, partly because this one is good, and partly because I can't really justify using a car which, if you can find them on the auction house, are about 10 or 12 million, when this one's only about 150,000, I think, something like that, and you can pick it up pretty easy on the auto show. And yeah, I've got a little bit of a battle going on here. Yeah, that Durango was absolutely mad. And I've totally gone off it, completely messed it up. So, rewind, shall we? I was trying to have a little battle with that Dodge Durango. And yeah, I don't sort of get how you got a Dodge Durango and it's actually pretty fast around here, but it's actually holding its own against a Viper, which is actually a proper bona fide sports car. Let's try and catch up with this guy. Let's try and get past you, because I definitely do not want to be losing to a bloody people carrier. And ooh, into the wall, everyone's smashed it. Yeah, you've slapped your brakes down, completely stopped me moving, and you're giving me a nudge, you little idiot. But back into third place, that did go completely wrong, and I could have just hit rewind on this, but I want to have a go. See what I mean about this Durango? Look how fast that is. That is absolutely crazy stuff. I'm sorry, but a people carrier should not be going that fast. Really, it should not. But I didn't use a Durango because I don't actually like it. I've got this big thing. I don't like people carriers. I don't like these sort of trucky type cars. If you want a truck, buy a truck, right? If you want a car, buy a proper car. Don't buy like some sort of weird thing in the middle. And totally wide, hit rewind on that, because yeah, I think that's called not concentrating, you know. So getting a bit more careful around here, past you, and I'm determined to try and get past you, although it doesn't look like I have, unfortunately, you little idiot. But I got second place, which... But one thing about this is I can say to you guys, you need to get 2 wins and a second. I've got 1 win. This is my second. And I'm just going to need to hit that first place on the next one, because I don't like Broadway Crossfire. Too many corners. But Ashbrook Apex, on the other hand, that's definitely a lot better. So definitely need to go for a win on this one. The last one was just a bit of a nightmare, mainly because I don't like bloody corners, and we seem to have people carriers with far more power than they should really be allowed to have. But these guys have actually flown off it. These are really quick. But come around here, give you a nudge. Sorry, Viper. I want to go and I want to get up to first. And you know what? I'm happy enough with this because there's less corners, less messing about, really. So round map 1, Loki Benjamin. Give it a bit of a slow, little bit of a bash. Mr. Strategy. Not very strategic there when you end up in a tree. And it's just these up the top here now, which I've just got to get past. And you'll guarantee that Durango is up there. And yeah, I'm trying to sort of moderate my swearing a little bit on here, because apparently some of the really mild swears which you would use like in the English language apparently are not very good for advertiser friendliness. And I'm not talking anything I would call excessive. I'm not like talking F words or C words or anything like that. I'm talking like the S word. You know, apparently that's the same as an F word, which obviously isn't, because an F word's quite a high level swear. The C word's even higher than that, probably the second ultimate one after MF, really. And but there's a lot of stuff in the new rules for YouTube where you've got a lot of these really sort of basic like words which apparently are classed as swear words, but unless of course you're a Puritan from the 1800s, I don't think you would actually consider them a swear word. But apparently it's in the rules. So I'm going, you know what, I'm trying to be a good boy. I'm trying to, you know, behave a little bit, not swear too much, and be a bit more sort of family friendly. So I'm trying to sort of moderate my use of certain words, including the S word, which, although a couple of words I do use do actually come under it, and they're very mild ones, but it's all a bit silly. But first place, not a bad lead. Don't hit any non-player cars. Right. First place, job's a good one. So that's 2 first and a second. Gives me 56 points. And there you go. That's got me the championship, which also means I've completed Not Domesticated. And this will get me those biker boots, which, you know what? You've been waiting all year. They're on my Christmas list. They were Santa never delivered them. I was very, very cross. But that is that, guys. If you like what I'm doing, hit that like button, hit subscribe. And until next time, thank you for watching. Take it easy and happy driving.